that there is a lovely Porsche, sir.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
Very good, very good. You mind if I get in for a drive?
Come, let's have a blast.
Amazing.
Normally I'll start off by saying, what are we in today? But that would imply that we're at that brand of store, of which we are not.
We are not.
We are not. Today we're at Policaro Leasing. I'm with my good friend here, Andrew. Andrew, tell us a little bit about Policaro Leasing.
So Policaro Leasing is an all-makes, all-model leasing company, and it's part of the Policaro group of companies that's been around for 45 years. So we've established a small boutique leasing company which takes care of sports cars, supercars, company leases on commercial vehicles like this truck next to us, and upfitting and all those sorts of things.
So literally everything.
Literally everything,
Yeah.
but really it's leasing companies make sense for certain types of customers, commercial customers for example, or where the manufacturers don't step up with the lease programs. We can step in and we can help there.
Right.
And then you've got the customers that are looking for advice above and beyond what a dealership would offer. So if you don't know what kind of vehicle you need next, we give an unbiased idea. So tell us what you need, what you're trying to achieve, and we'll help you find the right vehicle regardless of the make, regardless of the model.
Right.
If it makes sense to go new, we'll suggest that. If it makes sense to go pre-owned, we'll suggest that.
Right.
If you're looking for like we're at the moment, a 20-year-old 911, we'll go source you a 20-year-old 911. We'll do the background checks on it, make sure it's a good car, bring it up to spec, and then we'll finance it for you.
So as if you found it on the lot, yourself as a customer, everything else is the same.
You don't have to go from dealer to dealer to dealer.
Right.
You can come to us at Policaro Leasing, and we'll go to our network of dealers and help you find the vehicle you're looking for.
Right.
We've been doing this for a long time. We have great relationships with dealers, not just in the GTA, but through the States and the rest of Canada as well.
Oh, the States as well.
Oh,
Excellent.
yeah. We do quite an amount of importation.
Well, seeing Motion Endeavors beside you in the showroom, obviously you can pick in the candy store and there's plenty of beautiful cars to choose from, but I notice out front you also have a van, which is a great mention to basically selling everything and to your clients, because I don't think you walk up to a lot of places, a lot of dealerships or stores or locations, and see a 911 parked beside a Mercedes-Benz.
Exactly.
And it looked pretty tricked out.
Well, the one thing we found is if you're a construction company and you've got a couple of pickup trucks and you've got a backhoe, then chances are, you've got an SUV in the house and you've got a sports car perhaps. We'll fund them all through the same company.
Right.
So they're not hitting your credit left, right, and center. Make sure things are set up properly. Give good fleet advice.
Yes.
We don't mind what the asset is as long as it's the right asset for the right customer.
Right.
And then, are you paying the right price for the vehicle?
Yes.
Right. Who's doing that disclosure for you? Who's making sure the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted?
It does. Yeah. It doesn't take long in sales to meet someone who got put in the wrong lease, likely because it was the least expensive option with the lowest mileage. Is that a common thing that you guys run into? Or?
We have different mandates than dealerships do, and I don't knock dealerships for it at all.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything to sell. So if it takes 2 years to help the customer make the right decision on his next Ferrari, it takes 2 years. That's how long it takes. I'm not trying to push him into a car that I've got.
Right.
If the timing is wrong to buy a car, then I'll say, look, leave it for 6 months. Wait until the spring. It's going to be a better time to buy a car. Or leave it till the fall. It's prices are going to be better.
Yeah.
So the relationship is much, much deeper than the sale of a car. And a big swathe of my customers go back 20 years. Sometimes, almost always, the more expensive car is the smarter car to buy, because it's got the right equipment in the right color with the right provenance, and it will hold its value better over time.
Right.
If you're not keeping the car, the price that really matters is the delta between what you pay for it and what you get for it when you sell the car. So the better the car, the better it holds its value.
Do you work with a lot of customers who do kind of, I guess you could say, take some pride in trading or moving cars?
Yeah. We would have customers that would flip a car 3 to 4 times a year.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And often with multiple cars.
So obviously working with one, let's say, agent or one person makes their lives a lot easier if they're going to start all over again.
They know they're getting the right money for the trade. They're not paying too much. We're setting them up for the next transaction.
Yeah.
So if they're coming to me and they decide they want a vehicle that doesn't hold its value well, I'll give them the heads up and say, okay, we can do that. But when you're done with it, you might find a shortfall rather than equity at the end.
Right.
So let's look at a car that's going to hold its value better over time.
Yeah. Right.
The other thing is, a lot of people who are in business for themselves have what we would call entrepreneurial credit. You know, maybe they're smaller companies. It's not like they've been working in the bank on a fixed salary for 30 years. You know,
Right.
Their income goes up and it goes down. You know, and so
Fair enough,
they have
yeah.
busy months and they have quiet months.
Right.
That's not subprime. I call that entrepreneurial credit. We deal with those people all the time.
Okay,
right?
entrepreneurial
You know,
credit,
Yeah,
right.
it's they're the guys that are out there and the gals that are doing it for themselves, and they're their own backstop.
Right.
They're not working for somebody else. They don't get a paycheck when the business doesn't come in the door.
Yeah.
And you know, we're kind of that way ourselves. So
Yeah.
you understand that.
I was going to say, I guess
Yeah.
that means I could lease because I could
Yeah.
probably talk to you.
Exactly. You know, there's a big difference between somebody who's got delinquency in their credit and
Yes.
and somebody that, you know, their beacon score might ping a little low because some months they put payroll on their credit card, like whatever they have to do to,
Right.
to get
A
through the
beacon
month.
score being their credit
The
score.
credit score.
Yeah, credit score. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So you know, we look deeper than just the surface. That's for sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the drive. Well, tell you
My
what.
pleasure.
How can we let the people know how to get in touch with Policaro Leasing and Andrew Taylor?
The best way to get hold of me is via phone. Love the phone, 905-500-0352. Or you can email me, ataylor@policaro.ca.
Put that right there
Right
along the dashboard. Okay.
Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Really
Good
appreciate
to see
this.
you.
Good to see
Always.
you. Thank you.
You know,
Introduction to Poly.
you can't finish yet.
Oh, what was
You
that?
haven't told me what you think of the car.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, as far as the car is concerned,
Yeah, eh?